The Grind Waterfowl TV is brought to you by Dakota Decoy, premium gunning decoys for demanding hunters. Lucky Duck, masters of deception. Kent Cartridge, quality matters and performance counts. Mud Buddy, the king of mud motors. Excel, the boat to own. Cornerstone Gundog Academy, the most accessible online retriever training program. Yoder Smokers, handcrafted in the heartland. Rig 'em Right Waterfowl, the industry leader in specialty waterfowl products. OnX Hunt, know where you stand. Benelli, simply perfect. Cowboy's Wild Game Washer, as clean as you can get 'em. And these fine sponsors.
This week on The Grind, Bill and Luke put in the windshield time to meet up with Brian Kramer and Ben Webster of Prairie Limits Outfitters in Neilburg, Saskatchewan. After a tough end to the season in the States, and with the spring snow conservation season in full swing, the crew is anxious to see just what Canada has to offer.
I love chasing snow geese, and I've never been to Canada in the spring. We've chased them up here in the fall. They're still easier to hunt up here in the fall than they are in the States in the winter and spring, but I've never done a spring season hunt. And Brian knew that, Ben knew that. They knew I loved snow geese. They've been urging me to come up. There's always something going on. We finished chasing geese in South Dakota, and I always figure it's time to get back to work. But it worked out great this year. We needed a couple more episodes of the show. Brian said, get your rear ends up here, and I'm glad we came up.
Well, this started with an idea from Ben Webster, basically. We got back from Saskatchewan hunting one time, and he says, hey, what do you think about running an outfit up in Canada? And we started thinking about it. We looked in Alberta. This license came up for sale. We knew it was a great area. And from there, it just kind of snowballed.
We located here by a buddy of mine that actually guides across the border in Alberta. So we're only about 15 minutes from the Alberta border. He bought some zones from a outfitter that actually had these zones for sale as well. The guy was just getting out of it to focus on bear and fishing. And we came up here for 3 days, checked the zones out, hunted, and just recognized that it was going to be the right spot to be, and everything has definitely worked out, that's for sure.
How far down am I running, Ben? Down into the valley? Just short of my truck, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't have to be super long, but do thick to like pass my truck and then just kind of make a trail.
Okay. Yep. It's kind of cool, usually we're putting out huge spreads of decoys. I've got 200 full bodies. Normally, we're putting out 1,500, 2,000. It's fast in the morning, it's pretty nice. These geese get tight, so what we do on a small spread is basically, I'm on the downwind leg. We're gonna almost side shoot them today. They're gonna be coming into us a little bit. So it's like when I hunt ducks, what I do is I put a stopper up above. The geese will slide in. They're gonna kind of swoop up this line we're making. Hopefully get right in front of the blinds, and they're gonna stop short of our massive decoys. So just give yourself a little line they can run. Snow geese like to come up a line. On our big spreads, I'll run our line down maybe 300 yards. They get downwind, they follow it up, and as they're coming up, they're losing altitude. These geese are a little different. They're coming low across the field, so you don't have to go quite as far out. But we're kind of doing the same thing on a mini version. Right now, Ben's putting out like little family groups too. They aren't quite like Canada's, but they wander away. They're a very aggressive feeding bird, so they like to go where the mass is. But if you watch flocks of snow geese, you'll see the mass, and then you'll see little groups that have wandered away from the mass out looking for food. So. Good shot. Good shot.
Those 4 hit a wall.
A wall of steel.
How did that one get out of the hole? Kill him, guys! Nice! Damn it! Shoot, guys!
We're on our second day of hunting, first day of filming. Cloudy day. Birds fly a little later when it's cloudy. We haven't had any big bunches. Just we've had some 2s and some 3s. We got some real shooters down to my right. So once we get into them here, it should go fast. But we've been messing with things. We've been messing with sound. We had our first birds pump out just about 5 minutes ago. So what we did is we turned the volume down a little bit on the speakers, and those came right in. So Ben was joking with us. I think we went 3 for 3. And Ben looked down at us and said, "Told you it was a small feed." But we'll get them. It's cloudy. They're starting to move.
Hey, I'm Josh, and this is your training tip of the episode. So when you're showing up on a duck hunt, you've got your dog, what's one of the first things that you should do when you get there? For me, what I like to do is air my dog out and then connect with them. And I like to work with them. I do a little bit of training. Now, the cool thing is, I've already done my training leading up to this. So when I'm showing up to the field, the dog should be prepared. And what I do when I get there is just simple retrieves. I like to walk out, do either a couple of simple single marks or run a memory retrieve, something super basic and super simple. What this does is, especially for us, we're down in Alabama, so a lot of the places we're going to hunt, 6-hour drive minimum, if not 10 to 12 to 15, depending on where we're going. And this just allows me and my dog to kind of get back in our groove, get reconnected like we were before the hunt, where we're training and getting prepared for the hunt. So here's the other thing. Don't fall in the pitfall of trying to go complex when you show up. Look, you've already done your training, or at least you should have at this point, so don't get overly complex. Do simple, keep it fun, and just do a couple of simple retrieves, connect with your dog, then go out in the field and make it happen and let your dog get on some birds. If you need help with your training, you don't know where to start, what to do next, or really are unsure of how to even train a retriever, Cornerstone Gun Dog Academy is the best resource available, and it will help you get to where you want to go step by step. Visit our website at cornerstonegundogacademy.com to learn more, and go ahead and buy our product and get started so that you can train your dog to be a dog that you're proud to have in the blind. Hope you enjoyed this tip. Now back to the grind.
Lots of birds coming, lots of birds coming. Kill him, boys!
Good shooting, guys. That was a nice little rain out there, Brian. Yeah. I just kind of took my time there and waited. Left side.
Left side.
Strong side.
Hey, how'd you let that left one go?
I should do that. How can you whiff at them when they're 25 and the one I dropped was out there at about 45?
Some are warning shots.
Here we go, look at these 5.
Clean them up on the right.
Good shot.
You guys got them all but one. Awesome.
Oh, look at the left.
Nice rain out. Nice rain out, boy. Bird's coming.
Those are 4 dead geese.
Oh, is that one there still flying right there?
Oh, jeepers.
There we go. Hello, Two Blue. Look at him rain out. Hello.
Came up. I went 1 for 1 though.
You clicked it?
No, went 1 for 1 and I broke the trigger trying to keep pulling. The old forgot to load.
Brian, the old vent trigger trick.
Brian, I used to blame that all the time on me running the dog. I think it's just getting old and forgetting because I'm not running a dog.
I knew I shot that white one. You're not stealing this one, Bill. Bill, I just pulled the bill.
1 shell?
1 shell.
Light them up.
Kill him!
He ran into a wall of steel. We're getting close to winding this hunt up. Started off cloudy gray day, and even these snows that are doing it right, they're different in the clouds. I mean, they see better. things just look different to them. Sun came out, and now they're just being dumb like they were yesterday. It's so beautiful. Sun makes the difference on everything. But a month ago, someone asked me if I like clouds or sun for snows. I couldn't answer it. And then after being in South Dakota this year and up here, definitely sun. That was so cool. We're wrapping up. We're stopping a little bit short because we had some sailors today, and we count our sailors, which you should do. A lot of guys don't. We thought we'd shoot 7 or 8 more birds, which would leave us about 10 short. We had one more little bunch come in, and 2 let them in. Luke was playing with the flapper, on and off with the flapper, and we dropped the first 2, and then they just lined up, and it was like karma. Boom. I think we got the 7 or 8 out of that flock that we wanted. So we're going to get picked up here, go eat some breakfast, clean some birds. I want to show you guys later how fat these birds are getting up here, because it's unbelievable how fat they are. They got the food bag on. They're bulking up before they go over the forest to breed. So these birds act so much different than they do in the States. We've had them occasionally in the States. They'll get the switch will flip and they'll want to eat rather than just migrate, but it doesn't happen very often down there. And it has definitely flipped here. These birds are on the food heavy, and it shows. They're coming in reckless, and we had some good shooters today. Me and Luke. Left side, strong side. But we'll get cleaned up here and get out of here.
That was a great ending.
Great hunt.
Great ending.
Yeah. We finished up our morning hunt here, and we're in cleaning the birds, getting them ready for transport. And what the guys are doing over here, you have to leave a wing on, one wing on for transportation, so it's identifiable. You can't just breast them out and throw them in a cooler. So what the guys got a bird hitch over here. We're bird hitching them, which leaves both wings on. Slick as heck. Basically, that's all you do. You don't have to gut them or anything. So the next step after you've got these things bird hitched and leave a wing on, you put them in a bag. You have to have your name and the date they were shot, is that, and what it is?
And then the quantity of geese in there.
Oh, okay. So you put more in one bag.
Yeah, so some of these have 6 and some of these have 7.
Okay, there you go. Just make sure you mark them, so if you get pulled over or checked, they know what is in the bag.
Next week on The Grind, Bill and Luke continue their stay at Prairie Limits to get one more hunt under their belts. With warm weather pushing birds north to the breeding ground, everyone is still hopeful to get another action-packed day before the long wait for fall to roll back around.